An independent for U.S. Congress explains why Summit County voters are the future of party politics. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News. First, the newest beer in Summit County goes on tap this week, but you won't be able to get a pint at the brewery in Silverthorne.
More of a fun thing to do. And our scale is really small. It gives us a lot of potential to do unique opportunities that the big guys can't do.
That was Brad Danforth, one of 3 homebrewers from Breckenridge, turning his kitchen hobby into Syndicate Brewing. It's the 9th brewery in Summit County, with distribution at only 3 Breck restaurants for now.
We can experiment. It's more like a hobby that eventually makes some money, but we plan on not making anything right off that.
Try Syndicate Brewing at Angels Hollow or Flipside Burger starting tomorrow, and soon, Ollie's in Breck. Their first recipe is an IPA, a double IPA, and porter are in the works. One of 9 constitutional questions on this year's ballot is Amendment 74. It lets property owners sue local government for any loss of value from new laws or regulations. So what might that look like in Summit County? Sam Mamet with the Colorado Municipal League points to affordable housing.
Adjacent property owners will turn around perhaps and say, hey, I don't want that property next to mine. It's going to devalue my property. It's going to reduce the fair market value of my property. I'll see you in court.
Mamet and more than 300 organizations oppose the bill, including realtors and home contractors. They say it is too vague for the Constitution.
I've been around 40 years. I've dealt with this stuff numerous times. This is the single worst amendment I've ever seen because of its breadth and its impact.
Proponents include the oil and gas industry and farmers. They say governments are overzealous and rarely held accountable for harmful new laws. Amendment 73 on this year's ballot could change how schools are funded by raising taxes for high-income earners. It replaces Colorado's flat income tax with a tax bracket to raise $1.6 billion annually for education. The new tax brackets are only for workers who earn more than $150,000 per year. That's about 10% of the state population. Earn $200,000 per year, your income tax jumps by $185. Earn $1 million per year, it goes up by $24,000. The bill also freezes the statewide residential tax rate and reduces the commercial assessment rate from 29% to 24%. Opponents say businesses are getting a break while individuals will pay more, and there is no guarantee better funding will improve schools. Proponents say this protects public school budgets into the future and frees money for other programs like healthcare or transportation. It ain't easy running for Congress without a donkey or elephant to ride, but Nick Thomas did not get into politics because it's easy.
It's really the only way left to actually serve the people, to put Coloradans over Democrats or over Republicans, over special interests, and try to take on a failing D.C.
Thomas is unaffiliated and running for Colorado's 2nd Congressional District to replace Democrat Jared Polis. Thomas grew up in Boulder, went to Colorado State, and worked under former state Senator Ron Tupa while in his early 20s.
I was so enjoying his job and everything that he had accomplished and we were accomplishing together that I looked into running for his seat.
Thomas hopes he appeals to voters sick of major party bickering, but his platform is deeper than the lesser of two evils. 42% of Colorado voters are independent this year. That's nearly more than Republicans and Democrats combined, and his stance on issues like gun control and federal debt is down the middle.
Many of these issues are simply human issues. Many of these issues, the majority of the populace care about, and tremendously.
Out of 435 U.S. congressmen, there is not a single independent or third-party representative right now. Thomas faces Republican Peter Yu, Democrat Joe Neguse, and Libertarian Roger Barris on November 6th. In sports, tonight is Game 1 of the World Series when the Los Angeles Dodgers play the Red Sox in Boston. First pitch is 6:09 on Fox. And in local sports, brought to you by Deepwater Mountain Inc., mountain bike racers Tylee Smith and Victoria Ugliar finished top 5 in their age groups at the state championships in Durango over the weekend. The Summit High team barely missed the top 3, and so did Battle Mountain. Both teams finished 4th in their divisions. All Summit High teams take the day off. Lady Tigers volleyball is back on the court this Thursday when they head to Eagle Valley. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News.